Helps if I unmute it, doesn't it? Welcome back to Leeds lately, of course, this time for the live watch-along of Leeds United versus Watford at Elland Road. And coming off the back of a really good performance against Sheffield United, an unchanged lineup, so we'll talk about that in a little bit, but an unchanged lineup coming into this one with Leeds expected to go ahead and do a job here against Watford at home. So, yeah, I'm hoping for a big result today. If we do win, of course, that keeps us up with the running pack at the front. That's exactly what we need. Welcome everybody who is in the chat already. Welcome to all of our Leeds Lately members. Chewy Backer, Karen Curtin. Who else have we got in here? I think at the moment it's just you two from the members. If you want to, of course, become a member and join the community, hit that join button down below. And for a few quid a month, you can really support the channel, getting us up and running. Yeah, I was going to say, can people see me? Because it did say no data then instead of it's gone now to excellent connection. So, yeah, that is weird. Anyway, welcome to everybody else, of course. Welcome to everybody else, of course, who is joining us in the chat as well. All our regulars. And like I said, hopefully today is a really good result for Leeds United, going probably... Let's have a look. I don't think it would take us top because of goal difference. Let's have a look. So pretty much everybody's playing tonight anyway, aren't they? So, oh no, Sunderland are playing tomorrow night, Burnley are playing tomorrow night, and Sheffield United are playing tomorrow night. So if we win tonight, let's have a look. What do we now need to do to go top? If we win, we go... If we win by more than one goal, we go top tonight, which obviously is really good, but all the other teams do have to play after that as well. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting one going ahead of all the other teams. I can't remember can you remember last season? Was it when we went ahead of the other teams that we struggled? As in, like, when we went before them in the weekend or afterwards? I think when we went before them, we had no issues really. We tended to win those games. It was when the pressure was on us after the opposition chasing pack had won their games that's when we struggled a little bit. So I'm hoping that because we are going ahead of the rest of the teams, it'll be a good performance and it'll be a win for Leeds. Like I said before, it is a unchanged lineup as well. So I can just bring that up now for you. Oh, apparently not. Oh, no, there we go. Melier, Bogle, Rodon, Strauch, Firpo, Tanaka and Rothwell make up that important midfield pairing. Ahead of them, Ramazani, Aronson, Nonto and Joel Peru. Look, of course, it's a very, very strong lineup, even with our injuries. And we are looking to bring in Joshua Gilavogi. Apparently still hasn't been announced or anything official come out, really. There's been a lot more reports in the papers and stuff now. But, yeah, it'd be interesting to see whether he comes in or not. But at the moment, I think we're pretty happy. It's just if we get any more injuries to midfielders, that's when we start to struggle. This guy's still playing tennis at this point. I mean, I did click on the thing that said Leeds United versus... Yeah, it says live EFL, Leeds United versus Watford. Can't say I really understand tennis, so I don't know if this is about to end or not. But either way, I think it'll cut away to the Leeds game anyway. I know that a game's about to end. And one of the sets, maybe? I don't know. Don't really know tennis, to be honest. Hope everybody's well, though. Looking forward to this game. Of course, it was a very, very good performance last time out. I thought, most, if not all, of our players played really, really well. So, yeah, I'm hoping for a big repeat of that. Good rally going here in the tennis. Imagine if I was just commentating on tennis. So he hits it, now he hits it. Oh, now he hits it. And then he hits it, now he hits it. Yes. Yeah, it's on my computer though, Emmett. So it's on Now TV. So it's on Sky Sports Plus, this. Still the tennis. Well, we do kick off in 7 minutes. Like, I'm assuming that it's just going to jump to the Leeds game at about 5-2. At 5-2. In about 2 minutes, about 5 minutes before kickoff. Surely it'll go straight to the football. Still playing tennis here, so God knows. Tell you what, it's very difficult tennis. It's so much harder than it looks. It's because it's covering multiple games. It won't change over until the very last minute. Yeah, I mean, we could just turn this into a tennis live stream. I don't know either of these blogs' names. Oh, I do actually. Tsitsipas and Cerundolo. I'm guessing that the first one's Greek and the second one's Italian. Either way, if nothing happens in the next couple of minutes, we're going to switch over and see if we can find it elsewhere. Anyone got any score predictions for tonight? Leeds, of course, won their last game 2-0. Some people predicting that that it'll be 4-0 this game. No, I haven't, Penny. Just joggers, nice and comfy to sit here for an hour and a half or more. 4-0 to Leeds, free fall instead. 3-0 Ramazani, man of the match. Emmett saying, "What? Yeah, I was going to say, well, Watford aren't bad, are they? So it's not. Yeah, Watford, they lost the last game 3-0 to Luton, which is obviously their rival. And then they won against Middlesbrough before that, then lost against Preston before that, then won against Sunderland before that. They do seem to... How are they only a few points behind us? They seem to have been very much win one, lose one, win one, lose one. Yeah, they're in 8th on 16 points, only 3 points behind us. They've lost... Because we've drawn so many, isn't it, really? We've drawn 4 in our opening 10 games. They've drawn 1 and lost 4, but they've won 5. Oh yeah, we are with Leeds now. We have jumped back over to the good sport. 2-0. Yeah, a lot of people saying 2-0, 3-0, 4-0. Not thinking that we'll concede. Now, I'll tell you what. The floodgates have opened as well now. We are now just going to score from corners. That's the thing. We'll just score from corners every week, so there's no need to panic about that anymore. It's not going to be another however many hundreds of days. Evening, Justin. Welcome to the chat. Welcome, of course, everybody who's joining us. Just a few minutes now away from kickoff. Just 4 minutes away from kickoff. So it's weirdly, I don't know. No, it is working. I was thinking that my stream deck wasn't working with some of the buttons, but it is. So, as I've said that, make sure you go ahead and hit that big red button if you haven't already. And of course, that is the lineup for this evening's game. Unchanged from last time: Melier, Bogle, Rodon, Strauch, Firpo, Tanaka, Rothwell, Ramazani, Aronson, Nonto, and then Joel Peru leads the line up top. Let's have a little look, and I can tell you who's on the bench. On the bench is Darlow, Byram, Schmidt, DeBio, Crew, Solomon, James, Joseph, and Bamford. That is the lineup, and the what do you call it as well? The bench as well. Emmett saying that I'm dead right, we'll score from another corner tonight like buses, isn't it? Well, I hope so. I hope that we whip a corner in, Strout gets his head to it, or Rodon gets his head to it. I don't think Rodon hasn't scored for Leeds yet, has he? I don't think anyway, so it'll be good for him to get on the end of a header, wouldn't it? I didn't know that. I think he's injured now, but I didn't know that Angelo Ogbonna had gone from West Ham to Watford and was playing in the Championship now. Didn't know that. Elland Road looks pretty packed out for a Saturday. Not concentrating, obviously. Elland Road looks pretty packed out for a Tuesday night, I should say. So it'll be interesting to see whether the atmosphere is a little bit better, because some people, it's just social media and things like that, but I've seen a few people saying that perhaps the atmosphere isn't quite what it used to be. I don't know if that's around all grounds. Certainly seems like it's going that way. Mohamed Sissoko, he's been around for so many years now, hasn't he? Feels like he's been around forever. Anyway, like I said before, the lineup for Leeds is Meslier, Bogle, Firpo, Rothwell, Rodon, Strauch, Nonto, Tanaka, Piru, Aronson, Ramazani. Why do they put them in number order rather than putting them in the position order on the Sky graphic? Makes no sense. So I've now read them out as if Rothwell is centre back, Rodon left back, Pascal Strauch in midfield, next to Wilfred Nonto as a number 6, holding midfielder. The lineup for Watford: 3 at the back, Bachmann in goal, Eberselli, Larucci, Morris, Sierralta, Pollock, Barr, Kayembe, Chegfatadze, Ince, and it's Musa Sissoko. Mohamed Sissoko played for Liverpool about 20 years ago, didn't he? They've got that Porteous that played for Scotland in the Euros, and they've got Ken Semmer as well, who kind of famously did that interview where he's talking about his stammer and stuff and how he kind of has to overcome it. Leeds having a little bit of a huddle on the pitch. Thanks for the gifted membership, Justin. As always, thank you so much for doing that. Leeds having a little what do you call it now? A little huddle around, and so are Watford as well here. But I'd say that Watford are up against it. Leeds in very good form at home. I think that Chegfatadze in their midfield, he played for Georgia in the Euros. White Swan, thank you so much for the super chat. White Swan says, hoping for no buffering, best comments and commentary here. Yeah, we have got a very nice community going, haven't we, where we've got a good set of people who are never horrible to each other or anything, so it's a nice, good community. But yeah, thanks so much for your super chat, White Swan. I really, really appreciate that. Goes a long way to helping out the channel. We are underway here at Elland Road. Here is Tanaka with the ball after receiving it off Rothwell, of course, both of which had an excellent game against Sheffield United. Here's Tanaka across to Watford, across to Rothwell. Now back to Pascal Strauch. Firpo tries to get it down the line. Aronson just misses that one. And then Leeds trying to win the ball back. But long ball forward here from Watford and headed away by Strauch. Out for a throw-in. Proper 50p head style. Just come off the side of his head and has gone out for a Leeds throw-in. Did I say a Leeds throw-in then? I'm sorry, I think I've lost my head. A Watford throw-in. Out on the right-hand side now. A couple of players battling for it. Strauch able to deflect that one off the Watford winger, but it is going to be a Leeds throw-in by their own corner flag. Leeds still haven't taken the throw-in, by the way. I think Firpo's trying to have a look at where he can throw it. Here is Firpo. Little volley down the line, but headed back again by Watford. Away by Strauch. Flicked on by a Watford player, and then Peru tries to head it across to Aronson, but it's headed away by Watford, and the ball is pinging around at the moment. The Watford defender's headband just came straight off his head, and now Ramazani has lost out. Welcome CB, welcome to the chat, welcome Darren, welcome Shirley. Yeah, a bit of a scrappy start here at Elland Road, but now Bogle has it in a little bit of space on the right-hand side. He gives it to Nonto ahead of him. Goes beyond Nonto. And Nonto goes backwards there to Rodon. Now Tanaka. Strauch. Firpo. Inside now to Rothwell, who knocks it back to Strauch again, and Leeds just trying to gain some sort of semblance of control here in the early stages, as it did look a little bit scrappy in the opening exchanges. But Nonto tries to go past not Sissoko, somebody else. He tries to go past him, but he's pulled back there. It's Kayembe there. Then it's going to be a Leeds free kick just inside the Leeds half. Nonto with the ball into the box. Cleared away by Watford. Up to the halfway line where Strauch heads it away. Now Aronson loses out though. And that ball forward is cut out again by Tanaka and Rothwell. Really well there. Tanaka. Now Strauch. Across to Joe Rodon. Rothwell. Out wide to Bogle. Bogle down the line to Nonto here. Nonto back to Bogle and then back to Rodon again, just in an attempt to keep the possession here. Now Pascal Strauch. Of course, remember guys as well, if a goal goes in at either end in this game, please don't let me know until I've reacted to it, because I won't have seen it. Here's Firpo just inside the box, out on the left-hand side. Now Ramazani goes to shoot from distance. Oh, he's dropped it off the line. The goalkeeper is in. It is. It went over the line. Ramazani scored 1-0 to Leeds. What a weird but really good start for Leeds. Ramazani shot from the edge of the box, curled it, and it just looked like a simple save for Daniel Bachmann, but he flapped at it. It bounced over the back of him, and then he had to try and jump into the net to scoop it out, but it had already gone across the line according to the referee's watch. So, yeah, 1-0, 4 minutes in. I mean, I know that... Look, I know that we're playing against Watford here, but you've got to feel sorry for him as an individual there, Bachmann, because he's had an absolute howler. Ramazani shoots, Bachmann just flaps at it, it goes towards his own net, and then he just he tries to dive back across his line and shove it out again, but it's already gone across the line. Let's have a look. Was he unsighted? Maybe a little bit. He looks like the ball was here and he was already coming past it, and then it was like, oh, it's actually going that way. It wasn't a very good shot, to be honest. It wasn't a very good shot, but nevertheless, we are 1-0 up. Welcome to the rest of the people who are joining now, just joining us. We have just gone 1-0 up against Watford through a poor mistake from Daniel Bachmann in the Watford goal. But Ramazani will take that one, and he gets himself a goal for this evening. I mean, someone did say that Ramazani was going to get a goal. Who was it that said that? Here's Aronson as Leeds come forward again. Leeds might be on a break again here. Ball to Nonto inside the box. Looking to open up a chance to shoot. Just across the face of the far post. Flashed across the face of goal there from Nonto. Could have been 2-0, game over within 6 minutes there. Unfortunately, though, it just goes past the post. Don't know whether Aronson made the right decision going out wide there to Nonto rather than trying to play it centrally to Joel Peru, but nevertheless, Nonto got a decent strike off. Just flashed across the face of that post. Yeah, I mean, Melies doesn't look as bad now, does it? At least you can say that was a bobble. Rodon with a great tackle there inside the box. The Watford striker was like faking to shoot. Rodon slid in at the exact right time, got the ball away, and now Leeds have it again. Here's Jaden Bogle coming down the right-hand side. Ball down the line here to Nonto now. Nonto tries to cross it into the box. Joel Peru powered away by Daniel Bachmann. 2-0 to Leeds. Brendan Aronson pops that one in as it comes out into the edge of the box. And I thought people were being a bit overly optimistic saying 4-0 tonight, but we are 2-0 up inside 7 minutes. I mean, Daniel Farke doesn't look impressed, but he's got to maintain a cool head because there's another 85 minutes left here. I don't know what's happened, but Watford have completely fallen apart. Nonto crossed it into the box. Bachmann palmed it away, and then Aronson just calmly put it back on the other side. Yeah, Leeds are currently top. Good shout, Martin. Leeds are currently top, aren't they, because of the goal difference. I said that before the game. If we win by more than 2 goals, we go top of the table. But yeah, this is great. This is what you want to see, isn't it? Well, 7 minutes and 30 seconds have gone in this game, and Leeds are 2-0 up through Ramazani and Aronson goals. We'd probably say that one was a goalkeeper mistake as well. I think he misjudged the flight of the cross and then palmed it straight out to Aronson. But you've got to say as well, sometimes if a goalkeeper's head goes like I think it might have done, it might just be constant. Here's Ramazani. Goes past his man out on the left-hand side. Still got the ball here. Ramazani's absolutely skinned him. And then the slide tackle comes in. And it's going to be a Leeds throw-in. Ramazani's gone down in a heap here. In a bit of pain. The last goal was Brendan Aronson. Ramazani's hurt here, I think. Let's have a look at this again. Now, it was a fair challenge. We're back? Are we back? I think we are. Anyway, you can see that he's kind of like slid in to try and give him a whack because he kept going through. He kept going through him. So the first goal here, Firpo. Knocks it back to Ramazani. Ramazani from the corner of the box just has a shot. Yeah, Bachmann just flaps at it. And the referee just checks his watch and goes, yeah, that's a goal. Second one, have a closer look at this. Nonto crosses it into the box and then, yeah, Bachmann just pushes it straight into the path of Aronson. And I think that Bachmann's head's gone. This might be a game. I'm gonna put something out there now. This might be a game where I think Tom Cleverley might substitute his goalkeeper if he's got a goalie on the bench. Because if his head's completely gone like it kind of seems like it has, then it's like, well, is it not for the best if you take him off and swap him? Hi, Sujel. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, you've just missed it. We've just scored 2 goals in 7 minutes. I think Ramazani's limping a little bit. I think he must have a bit of a dead leg. Here's Tom Ince. Now Watford play it back to the central defenders and then out to the left-hand side. Yeah, it's not really, is it, Emma? It's just literally bring on Dan James to replace him. Like, oh, sorry, what are you replacing Lightning Pace with? Oh, Lightning Pace? Oh, right, okay. Although Ramazani, I would say, is a little bit more skillful, ability to beat a man a little bit, but Dan James is who you want in a foot race if the ball is knocked over the top. Ball out to the left-hand side here for Watford. First little bit of possession that they've had. Little cut back there, and then Bogle gets a good foot in, and it's going to be a Leeds throw-in. Yeah, true. I mean, we've had our goalkeeping blunder, haven't we? So, we've had our goalkeeping blunder, so we were owed one, and we've been given 2. So now we owe one back to make it even again. Here's Aronson. Oh, taken away from him by Tom Ince. Now check for Tadze. running forward now, the number 8. Plays it out to the left-hand side, crossed into the box. Away there by Joe Rodon or Pascal Strout, one of them. It's going to be a throwing out on the left-hand side for Watford. I think we're back. Anyway, nothing much has happened apart from Ramazani is actually having to come off now. And I think it's going to be Solomon who's going to replace him, who I think had a very poor game last time he came on off the bench. Cardiff 2, Portsmouth 0. Taking their time though here. I'd have brought Dan James on, to be honest. A bit of like for like in terms of that sprinting ability down that side. So Solomon comes on, Ramazani comes off after scoring his goal. Well, Ramazani scored the first one, and Aronson scored the second one. Both goalkeeping errors. Here's Bachmann. Headed away by Bogle from that long ball forward. Peru tries to pick it up, and now Rothwell's pass is poor to go out to Solomon, and then it's going to be a Leeds throw-in after a deflection off one of the Watford wingers. Here's Firpo then with the throw-in. Solomon tries to keep hold of it here. Goes past a couple of players and tries to get the ball to Aronson. He's gone down in a heap, and he's not been given anything by the referee though. Here are Watford on the ball at the back. Played out to the left-hand side now. Now back to the centre-backs again, and Leeds pressing here a little bit. Ball all the way back to the goalkeeper. Piru will fancy his chances of pressing him here because of some of his mistakes that he's made already. Ball just being played around at the back here by Watford. Left back tries to play the ball forward into midfield here for Czech for Tadze, but it's just taken away from him by Rothwell. Really good play by him in there. Now Meslier lets it roll across him and then sends a long ball forward back towards Nonto. Nonto wins the header there, and now Aronson can try and get on the second ball, but Pollock heads that one away. Here are Watford again, trying to play the ball down the line. Tanaka's with his man all the way and makes a really good tackle there, Tanaka. Him and Rothwell have been so good. Kayembe tried to go down the line then, and Tanaka just took it away from him. Kayembe still down here. Probably a little bit similar to what happened to Ramazani, but the tackle was better from Tanaka. Just takes it away from him. I don't know why he's gone down. It's a drop ball now. It wasn't a head injury, so I don't know why the referee stopped the play. It was his pride more than anything that was hurt then. The fact that Tanaka took the ball off him so easily. Here's Nonto. Back to Rodon. Now Nonto picks it up again. Now Rothwell. Rodon. Bogle. Nice ball from Bogle into Aronson, who's got a bit of space now and pokes it out wide here to Wilfred Gnonto again. Gnonto down the line here to Bogle. Bogle, can he get it across the box? He can. It goes across everyone, though. And now Tanaka comes and cleans things up. Rothwell back to Strauch and then across to Rodon, and Leeds will try again to build from the back. Here's Gnonto. Rodon, great ball from Rodon there. Into Aronson, who's made a really good run here. Pokes the ball to Joel Pirou in the box. Pirou trying to open up a chance to shoot. His shot was blocked in the end. He did send 2 players flying then, sliding into a block when he was faking it. Faking to shoot there, Pirou, but they got back in the end, and it was... his shot was blocked, and it's going to be a Leeds United corner kick here. First one of the game. It's mad, isn't it, how we've scored 2 goals and we haven't had a corner yet? What? I don't understand why that wasn't a corner. So we still haven't had a corner then. Well, that's a foul there by Junior Firpo on the halfway line. It's going to be a free kick to Watford. Tom Cleverley was in a Watford kit playing about a year ago. Well, I think he's doing pretty well as the manager in terms of results and stuff, where they are in the table. Solomon trying to go past a couple of players there. And now Leeds do win a corner at last. I'm guessing it might be Rothwell that comes across and takes this. Yeah, it is. He's going to be our set piece taker. Rodon and Strauch discussing something as they head towards the box. They're either discussing what they had for tea tonight, or they're discussing what the corner routine's going to be. Rothwell whips the ball in. Headed away, though, by Watford. Now, very poor pass by Solomon. Tried to go to... Aronson, good tackle there by Leeds, but somehow they're still going here with the ball. Ball out to the right-hand side now for Watford. And they've slowed things right down through Ince. Hi everybody who's just joining us. Goals from Ramazani and Aronson so far. Couple of mistakes by the Watford goalkeeper, and Leeds have had to take off Ramazani through injury because Festi kicked him really hard. Here's the ball now with Pollock. Forward here to the right hand side, then back again to Pollock, the centre back. Now Ince back again to Pollock. They're going to have to go backwards again here. Now into the midfield. Strauch charges out and makes a really good challenge. Now Rothwell spreads the play out to Gnonto. Gnonto with a bit of space to run here. He has got a man on his back, but he plays the ball to Joel Pirou. Joel Pirou just takes a heavy touch in the box. The ball eventually bounces through to Backman. Just needed to take a better touch there, Pirou, and he would have been in to make it 3-0. Would have been home and hosed. As it stands, 2-0 after 20 minutes. And Watford here with the ball at the back. Be interesting to see whether we do keep quite an intense... Tanaka going after Chekvatadze there. Tanaka's done fantastically well there. But he's handballed it, Chekvatadze. I saw it. Now they pick it up inside the box. Watford, he goes for a shot. Firpo deflects it away. Now Rothwell. Chips it down the line, but Watford is still going here. Bogle can come across and get that one. The thought that I didn't finish then was basically that Leeds... It'd be interesting to see whether we still attempt to attack or whether we're going to start dropping off. I'd like to see us go and get a third, and then you can relax a little bit. As Astley say, one of the oldest cliches. 2-0's a dangerous scoreline. Little chipped ball ball forward there for Watford, and the striker went down in the box, outside the box, but he did just fall over and dive. It's Bar, he's called. Baah. I don't know how he kept the ball on that run before that he was going for. He's very strong. Tanaka. Across the Strauch now. Yeah, I think a lot of people were like, oh, Kamara. We shouldn't let go of Kamara, which I was one was thinking, well, what's the point of signing him then? I think we signed him because we couldn't get who we actually wanted. And I think last season that was Tanaka. And so I think they were like, well, actually, we can get the players we want now, so we may as well get rid of him for a profit and bring in Tanaka for a couple of million. It's just really good business. Ramazani, the way he got injured, he was running down the left wing. He'd taken on a few players, and one of their players got really frustrated, came in for what was in the end a fair tackle, but it was one of those ones where he just hoofed the ball and hoofed right through Ramazani as well. Festi, he's called. He came across and just wiped him out with the ball, so it wasn't even a free kick, but yeah, he did enough to make Ramazani have to go off. So I don't know whether it's just an impact thing or what. Whether he feels he's got a dead leg and he can't carry on, I don't know. Here's Chekvatadze out on the left-hand side. Plays it backwards here and now into the midfield. Leeds trying to force them backwards here through Brendan Aronson. Oh, that's actually a really good pass there by Chekvatadze. And then really well defended by Joe Rodon in the end. Leeds come away with possession. Here's Rodon. Strauch into Tanaka. Tanaka with a nice ball forward there into the feet of Joel Peru. And Aronson tried to go and get the ball there, but the referee actually blocked him off, so it's going to be a free kick here. I wouldn't be swapping either of the two midfielders, you know, when Gruev and Ampadu came back. Yeah, just seeing the goal line technology, by the way, for the Ramazani goal, definitely across the line. Yeah. Yeah, I would like to see us go and get one or two more before half time would be great, but it's becoming a little bit more of an even game now. Rothwell plays it back to Rodon from that drop ball. Now Bogle with it. Here's Nonto. Bogle all the way back to Rodon again. Now Meslier. Watford have come flying out the blocks here to try and close Leeds down, but if they can break the press, there might be a little bit more space in behind, and they can't. The pass from Firpo gets blocked by the winger, and it's going to be a Leeds throw-in. So everyone is going to be able to get set a little bit more now. Here's Aronson, pokes it to Joel Peru now. Joel Peru dispossessed there by Sissoko, who goes past Tanaka. Then Tanaka trying to get back there. Good ball out wide here to Bar. Bar trying to get the ball across the box. Rothwell and Strauch managed to get the ball away. Solomon just get rid of it. Plays the ball to Firpo. Firpo down the line here to Aronson, who takes a good touch, but his second one is off his knee and out for a Watford throw-in. Yeah, I think he's changed something here cleverly because, and I don't mean cleverly as in intelligently, I mean cleverly as in his name. I think he's asked them to be a little bit more aggressive. Here's the ball out on the right hand side. Bogle closing down and Nonto doing it as well. Chekvatadze trying to keep hold of the ball, but Leeds somehow don't get the ball back there. Don't know how. And then Bogle fouls Chekvatadze, and it's going to be a Watford free kick. Very frustrating. Yeah, I don't really know how we didn't come away with the ball there. Was that Rodon going in for a tackle out on the right wing? He was high up. Here's Pollock now at the back for Watford. And he's going to let that one out, go out for a goal kick. The only statistic that matters in a game of football, Darren, is that one. That one there. Well, not that one there because that's the time. That one there. 2-0. Nonto back to Tanaka. Now Rothwell. Aronson. Tanaka. Back to Aronson again. Good ball there by Nonto. Strout can come forward with it now on the left-hand side. Pokes the ball to Firpo. Can he get the ball across the box? Blocked away there by Festi, I think it is, and it's going to be a Leeds corner kick here, which we all know we now score from corner kicks, so be fine. And I think it was in this goal at this end that Pascal Strout scored on Saturday. Was it Saturday or was it Friday? Whenever we played Sheffield United. Rothwell then stands over this corner kick right in front of the cheese wedge. Whips that one into the box. It's bobbling round in there. Cleared away by Watford. As far as Bogle on the halfway line, who plays it back now to Rothwell. Back again to Bogle. Friday. Thanks, Karen. Yeah, I couldn't remember. Now Rothwell charging forward down the left-hand side. Drops it off to Solomon. Back again here to Firpo and now Tanaka. Tanaka spreads the play out to the right-hand side now for Jayden Bogle. He's got Nonto with him, plays it into him. That's really good football by Leeds. Nonto goes to shoot. Good save there by Backman. Really, really good football by Nonto, Peru, and Jayden Bogle there. Bogle fired it into the feet of Nonto. Nonto just let it through his legs and go straight to Joel Peru. And then Peru just played it back into the path of Nonto again. And Nonto went outside, tried to shoot near post. Goalkeeper palmed it away for another Leeds corner kick. But really good football from Leeds there. Quick, sharp attacking play that cut them right open. You'd think so, Darren. I hope so. It seems like that. Rothwell, 2 arms up. Ball about to come into the box. Goes towards the back post. Rodon heads it, headed away, and it's going to be another corner kick to Leeds, this time out on the other side. I don't think Rodon's header was ever going anywhere near the goal, really, but... Leeds players queuing up in the box. Thanks, Kevin. Glad to have you with us. Rothwell takes this one short. Here's Solomon on the corner of the box. Whips it in towards the back post. Tanaka tried to get it back across there, but he couldn't do that in the end, and it's going to be a goal kick here to Watford now. Rodon got completely on top of that one. The first header, yeah. Yeah, he struggled a bit, didn't he, to actually direct it. Yeah, Tanaka couldn't get the ball back across the box there either on the second corner. 179 corners without scoring. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? Rothwell can pick that one up and play it to Bogle. Good touch by Bogle, and now into Rothwell again. Rothwell with a good turn, plays it to Tanaka. Tanaka plays a left-footed pass out now to Firpo. Into Solomon, who plays it back to Tanaka now. Now Firpo. Solomon out on the left. Back to Tanaka on the halfway line. Now Rothwell. Tanaka. Ball from Solomon into the feet of Firpo, but he can't bring it under his spell. Ince now comes forward with it. Long ball forward from the Watford centre-back is blocked by Nonto. Doesn't go anywhere near as far as we thought it would. Leeds really chasing them down here, and Backman's going to have to do something quick to get rid of that, and he does. Sends it up towards the halfway line, headed back by Tanaka. Now Nonto flicks it on here towards Aronson. Aronson just on the edge of the box here out on the right-hand side. He's got options. He gives it to Bogle. Bogle, back to Aronson. Back to Bogle again. Got a little triangle of Bogle, Aronson and Nonto here. But the ball pops out instead to Rothwell. Now across to Strauch. Tanaka about halfway inside the Watford half here. Plays it into Nonto. Nonto's going to shoot from distance. Deflected. Out for another corner kick to Leeds. I think it would have been a speculative effort from Nonto anyway, but it's gone out for a Leeds corner kick. Rothwell then over this one again. Ball into the box. Firpo back across, headed away. Oh my God! Tanaka at the back post headed it back across the face of goal, and for somehow it didn't go in. Oh my God! Solomon looks absolutely tiny compared to Sissoko. Oh, bad challenge there from the Watford man, and it's going to be a yellow card. That's Festi, that, and that's been a couple of those challenges that he's put in now. He injured Ramazani, and now he's just flown into a tackle on. He's just flown into a tackle on Strauch. Oh, I tell you what, that's two-footed. That's two-footed, and it's the second time that he's properly. Do you know what I was talking about before now with the intent to hurt someone when he's going in for a tackle? Even though he's going to try and win the ball, he's also trying to go right through them and hurt them as well. Oh, he's Ebosele. Festi is his first name. Rothwell receives the ball from the free kick. Plays it back to Tanaka. Now Rothwell. Oh, the ball from Rothwell, it was meant to go back to the defenders, has actually hit a Watford player, and now Watford could come forward with the ball. Tanaka tries to get a foot in, but they play it back to the centre-backs now, Watford. Here's Pollock, the right of the three centre-backs that they have. Blocked by Aronson, and it's going to go out for a Watford throw-in. About halfway inside their half, out on the right-hand side. Throw in from Watford. And I think that's going to be a throw into Leeds now. Is Peru. Now Firpo. Firpo forward here to Solomon. Solomon on the left-hand side, sorry. Cuts inside and gives the ball to Aronson. Aronson again. Plays the ball out wide now to Bogle, but it's dispossessed there. And Watford can come forward here. Oh, Tanaka's he's going to get himself a yellow card there, I think, Tanaka. Yeah, he is a yellow card. He stopped a counter-attack. He just needs to play that ball a little bit stronger there, Aronson. In the end, Tanaka just slides in and wipes out Larouci. It's going to be a free kick to Watford and a yellow card to Tanaka, which is not great to have your you have one of your central midfielders on a yellow card. Tanaka, that is. Yellow carded. Headed away there by Strauch from them. Now out to Ebisele. Back to Pollock. Back again to the other centre-backs who play it forward here now into Chekvatadze. Back here again, and then Sissoko plays it back. Leeds trying to win the ball back on the press here, but they can't quite. Ball out to the right-hand side here again for Watford as they try to come forward with it again. Ince now. Out to Ebisele, back to Ince. Ball forward to Larouci here on the left-hand side now. Plays it past Bogle down the line. Tanaka's there on the cover against Sissoko. Now Chekvatadze goes to shoot. Meslier pulls out a very good, strong save and pushes it towards the corner flag for a corner kick here to Watford. It's not really about letting them back into the game, to be fair, I don't think, Liam. I think it's more the fact that, like, you're always going to expect a championship team to have some fight in them. Like, they are going to at some point have a little bit of a period of dominance. And look, Watford aren't a bad side. They've had a terrible start to this game. I don't know what happened then. It's another corner here, but I think Meslier went up for a punch, but everybody just ended up in a heap and the ball just kind of bobbled out for a goal kick, for a corner kick. Ball into the box, headed over the bar this time. And again, a massive bundle. Looks like the Watford plan on corner kicks is just to have everybody jump on Meslier. I don't know what, like, how is that allowed? Everybody just piled on Meslier both times there. So the ball comes in from Ince, and then the first one, Meslier just couldn't really get near it, I don't think. But the second one, it just looked like everybody jumped on top of him. Meslier sending everybody forward here for a long goal kick, I think. Nope, here is Meslier now with the ball. To Rodon. Now Bogle. Bogle down the line to Nonto. Away by Larouci for a Leeds throw-in. It's like Watford are trying to press pretty aggressively when we do have the ball now. Just seeing replays of that pile on Meslier. I mean, there's not much Meslier can do there. He's just completely bundled into his own net. I still remember that goal that Spurs scored against us when Harry Kane literally two-handed shoved Meslier into his own net and then scored, and they gave it as a goal. Like, I couldn't believe that. It was literally just because it was Harry Kane. Bogle. Back to Rodon. Now forward to Strauch. Firpo. Back to Strauch again. Strauch tries to play it down the line and does well there, but Aronson's pass to Solomon's not very good, and it goes out for a throw in here. Throw-in comes in from Watford, headed away by Rodon. It's going to be a throw-in here again to Watford now, just in front of the halfway line. Thrown backwards here, and they're going to play it all the way back to Bachmann now. Rodon came in there on Chekvatadze, but couldn't quite get the ball off him. He's coming forward. A little long lofted ball out to the left-hand side. Bogle trying to win this one back. Played into Ince. Back again here. Into the midfield now for Watford. All the way back to the defence, but now Tanaka intercepts. Here's Solomon going out to the left-hand side now. Sprinting down the left wing. Drops it back off though here to Firpo. Firpo back to Solomon. Looking for a chance to get the ball in the box. Tries to cut it back across with a little reverse pass to Firpo. Can't quite get it done, but does get the ball back. Here's Tanaka now. Rodon into Rothwell. Rothwell can come forward with it. Plays the ball down the line to Firpo. Firpo into Solomon in the box, who tries to turn with it, ball bobbling around and then cleared in the end by Ince. Strauch trying to battle with Barr to keep the ball there. The ball's still bobbling around, and now Firpo gets it away here. Tanaka's gone down there. Looks like someone hit him on the back of the head, basically. What happened there? Oh, I just ran into him, I think. They just ran into his head a little bit there, which seems like a weird sentence, but it was just a bit of an unfortunate clash there. Rothwell, second drop ball of this game. You don't see them very often, and we've had two in one game. I think you may have accidentally done that the wrong way around, Goz. Put your capitals the wrong way around. Here's Rodon. Now Bogle. Back to Rodon again. 6 minutes added on to this first half, by the way. 6 minutes. 6 minutes added on, so we'll go to the 51st minute here. Now Rothwell. Rodon. Strauch. Firpo. It's actually offside there against Leeds, so it's going to be a free kick. Bachmann then takes this one long. I think he just cleared it straight into touch there. Cleared away by Meslier. Headed away though by Pollock. Now headed back by Ince. Rothwell challenging for it in the midfield. Played out to the left hand side for Larucci though for Watford. Little lofted ball forward, but Rothwell heads that one to Rodon. I think Rothwell might just be able to keep that in, and now Meslier can clear it. Just bit of a hospital ball there, but now Tanaka picks it up and he can carry it forward here. Played to Firpo now. Now Tanaka. Aronson back to Tanaka again. Rothwell. Little ball out to the right-hand side for Bogle. Ball down the line now for Aronson. Now Nonto. Chance to run at the defence here. Nonto tries to shoot. Deflected off the defender just over the crossbar, and it's going to be a Leeds United corner kick. And if it's not, then it's ridiculous. I'm sure that was a corner kick. Definitely got a deflection off the defender there. Yeah, 100% got a deflection. Is it a corner? Yeah, it is. Rothwell's going to take it again. Preston 2-1 up against Norwich. Rothwell with the ball into the box. Headed up in the air. Peru trying to challenge for that because it's still bouncing around, and then it's going to be another corner kick to Leeds. All the Watford players left it, but it is going to be another corner kick. Rothwell, of course, to take again. Come on, Leeds. If we can get one now, it would just be perfect. Tanaka here. Rodon. Back to Melier. Bogle with the ball forward here. But Piru manages to pick it up there. But it's been eventually dispossessed. Ball's going to go back to Bachmann now. And he's going to send that one long. Good header by Rodon. And then Rothwell's header. But it's going to be a free kick to Leeds anyway because of an offside. So Leeds, with a couple of minutes left of this first half, 2-0 up with a free kick deep inside their own half. Here's Melier now. Strauch. Out to Firpo on the left-hand side. Firpo plays it back again to Strauch now. Into Rothwell. Watford playing a little bit of a mid-block now. Players all across the middle of the park waiting for that ball to come into that area for them to then go and press it. But at the moment, Leeds are happy to just stroke the ball around at the back. Solomon trying to come inside here, but dispossessed by Ince. Sorry. There was supposed to be 6 minutes added on, and the referee's just blown the whistle after 5. That's odd. Anyway, I'm going to do that thing now where I... there's the camera. I'm going to do that thing now where I restart the PC. So when it goes black, don't worry about it. I'm just doing a restart. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back very, very shortly. I'm just trying to make sure it doesn't crash. So I'll be back soon. And we'll chat about what happened in that first half. Get your comments in, get your predictions in, any subs that you think we should make, anything like that. Get that down in the chat below, and I'll respond to it in a minute. But you will see the screen go black for a short period of time. We're back. We're back. Sorry about that. Hope everybody's okay. For some reason I can't see. That's all right. Here we go. Right. Where were we? Well, White Swan said, solid stuff. Rothwell is bossing it. Yeah, Rothwell and Tanaka have been great in there. Again, both really, really good. It makes you wonder why we didn't start the season with them. But you can't just drop Ampadu and Gruev if they haven't made any mistakes, because they were so good last season. But maybe that's not quite what we need in there. Oh, look. Rini shirt is being brought out, signed. I think it was his 80th. Anyway, Mr. P saying, evening all. Despite scoring, Aronson has worried me with his decision-making, strength of passing in general. Seems to hold on to the ball for just a moment too long and get dispossessed too. I guess you mean dispossessed too easily. Yeah, I tend to agree with that. I think he's been pretty good, but it's that final ball, isn't it? It's that ability to make that final pass, to have that decision-making in the final third, and he's not always got that. And that is the difference between him being a championship player and a Premier League standard player. And I think at the moment he's a championship standard player because he's not very good at making those decisions at the right time and executing them when he does make them. So Giles says, feel we need another early goal in the second half to put this to bed. What if Watford score early? We might get a bit sweaty. Yeah, well, look, it's a cliche, but cliches for a reason, aren't they? Cliches are for a reason. They're based in fact, and 2-0 is a dangerous scoreline is based in the fact that someone gets one back against you. It's like, oh, they only need one more now to score, to equalise, and you start to worry, and that's why it crumbles, because you start to play a little bit, oh, we've got to be defensive now because it's only one goal. So I'm hoping that we, like you say, Sajal, go out and get an early second half goal. Look, if we whipped one in off a corner and headed it in early, like 47th minute, it would be absolutely fantastic for us. But like you say, it could get a little bit worrying if it goes 2-1 early on in this half. White Swan's talking about as well, of course, the people who could be susceptible to a suspension today. I think Firpo, Rodon. Not sure if there's any other actually in here that in the team that are going to get banned if they get another one, if they get another yellow card. I think that's it. Somebody let me know. Oh, you ran out of characters. Yeah, fair enough. I knew what you were going to say. Anyway? I turned off the PC. Tamsterman saying that my bathroom isn't far. I just have really small legs. It actually literally is the next room along in this new house. So to be fair, pretty much as well in the old house as well. So, but yeah, I just I guess people didn't hear me then. I said I was turning it off. Don't go anywhere. I was turning it off fully and then turning it back on again. But hopefully it's fine. How many corners are we on since our last one? Do you know what I might do, Hold on a sec. Let's have a look at this, whether we can do this. Let's add an element. Add text. We will make this look better. Right. Can someone now tell me? Can someone now tell me how many corners we've had since we last scored from one? Seven. Do you know what? For some reason, it's not letting me edit the text now that it's in. Don't know if we can do anything about this right now. But perhaps now isn't the time to be doing this, but don't really get why it's not letting me edit it, but oh well. You remember we were counting corners since we scored and then Strauch scored. Yeah. But for some reason, like the score here, I get a thing here where I can just change it. But on the corner count one, for some reason I've now got to do it again, so that's good. There you go. We can now have that up in the top corner for every time that we get a corner. Oh, we are underway in the second half. Long ball forward here from Watford. Don't know if there was a sub because I was trying to do a stupid how many corners we've had since the last goal went in. But to be fair, oh, and Bogle as well. That's the one I missed. I forgot about Bogle being one away from a suspension. Yeah. We've got Byram who can replace Bogle. Schmidt who can replace Firpo. Have we got any centre-backs who can replace Rodon in this situation? Maybe bring on Liam Cooper. Ball out to the right centre-back Pollock here as he plays a long ball down the line. Cut out there by Pascal Strauch and then back to Rodon. Now Bogle. Back again to Rodon, across to the goalkeeper, Melier. Now Strauch. Strauch chips this one up towards the halfway line, flicked on there by Solomon. Won back though by Watford. Now out to the right-hand side for Barr. Strauch trying to stop him going past him. He's gone past Strauch. He comes into the box with it. Nearly an own goal, but then he scores. Barr. It's 2-1. Exactly what we said we didn't want to happen. They've instantly scored after half-time. And now it is a dangerous scoreline. And they're approximately 100 fans that have come to see them in the away end are very happy about this. Strauch gets beat far too easily there. I think he's out of position to start with. He goes out to basically play left back and he just gets completely done. If you're gonna take him out there, just take him out. But Rodon clears it away as his pass came across, cleared it away, and then it just goes straight back to him. And he just puts it in. So yeah. You can see this one slipping out of our grip. For some reason, we didn't build on what we did in the first 20 minutes. I'm sorry, but if Luton can beat them 3-0 and somebody else battered them the other week, why can't we? We should be able to. Now they've got the ascendancy here. Here's Chekvatadze trying to play the ball across, but Tanaka does really well there. Now Bogle. Bogle feels he was fouled there, but nothing given. Now Watford go to shoot again, and Rodon blocks it, but it's going to be a corner kick to Watford. Watford have got a player warming up, and they're about to put a corner in the box now. Corner comes in, punched away by Meslier. Hopefully Leeds can win the ball back here and then go on a counter-attack. And a volley. It's nearly gone out of the stand there. I actually think it hit the roof of the stand and bounced back down again. I mean, the way it went in was a bit scrappy because it came back, but what Barr did to Strauch, he absolutely just rinsed him. Meslier passes that one out. Now Bogle. Leeds struggling to get out of their own defensive third here. Here's Ince. You can tell they're playing with a lot more confidence now, Watford. And it would just be lovely to get a goal on the counter and just completely take the air out of them, take the wind out of their sails. Oh no, the ball's just gone straight through there and then cleared away by Rodon. They're getting a few lucky bounces here, Watford, as well. Not that we didn't have our fair share of luck in that first half. Here's Strauch. Chips the ball up towards the halfway line where Pirou's chasing it down. It's headed to Pollock. Now played inside here. Long raking switch out to the left-hand side for Larucci. Up against Bogle now, trying to get a ball into the box maybe or have a shot. He shoots over the bar. This is son Michael. Tom Ince in Watford's midfield is Paul Ince's son. He was at Blackpool and for a while, I think, and he's bounced around a few lower league clubs. But he's back at Watford in the Championship now. Well, not back, but like he's at Watford in the Championship, back at a fairly high level. Headed forward there by Watford, but it's going to be a Leeds throw-in by the Leeds corner flag. I think we should have brought on Dan James instead of Solomon to start with, to be honest. I think a lot of people that were saying that was the move to go for. Firpo, the throw-in, cut out there now. Aronson. Well, Leeds do look a little bit rattled at the moment. If they can ride out this storm and then go and get a goal, it would massively, massively take the wind out of Watford's sails. Strauch plays that short free kick back to Meslier. Gets it back now, Strauch. Ball forward here. Again from Strauch, a ball forward that just lifts over the top of everybody and goes through to Bachmann, the goalkeeper. Watford being forced back here by the Leeds press all the way back to Daniel Bachmann, who sends that long ball forward here. Now Tanaka. Tanaka with a really, really good turn there. And the ball to Firpo now. Firpo comes forward with it. Out wide now to Solomon out on the left-hand side. Cuts back. Solomon, ball to the edge for Nonto. Now tries to pass it to Bogle, Nonto, but Larucci's always quick to step out and try and get that ball. Wonder if that's something we could take advantage of if he's always trying to step out and intercept. If you just fake to pass it across there and then spin in behind, you might be able to get in behind him, Nonto. Nonto's down here. I think he took a knock then. But either way, it'll help Leeds to just slow things down a little bit here. I don't know what happened really into him. Yeah, it's his shoulder. He is holding his shoulder. Watford players were checking if he's okay there. Oh, it does look like he's holding his jaw a bit, to be fair. He might have just had a bit of a hit to the face. Mr. P saying, has losing largely affected our initial game plan? Maybe a little bit, but if we wanted to keep that game plan, don't know why we didn't bring on Dan James. I think it's because he's already got an injury, Crossman. I think he's already got an injury there, so then when he gets hit on that spot, it's obviously going to twinge, isn't it? Melee picks that one up. Is everyone seeing me okay still? Just getting an error from YouTube saying it's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Yeah, Sunderland play tomorrow. To be honest, Watford started pressing after the 2 goals went in, and we haven't really been able to get anywhere near as close as we could to scoring as we did in that first sort of 20 minutes. Nonto plays that one back to Rodon, who heads it forward again to Nonto. Nonto trying to get hold of it there, but the ball comes forward. Well done by Aronson there to take the ball off Sissoko. Oh, Rothwell's lost the ball there to check for Tadze, and they're coming forward now. Little lofted ball out to the right-hand side for Barr. Firpo, if Barr decides to go at Firpo here, yeah, he's going to get rinsed, and Firpo's pulled him. Oh, it's not a yellow card. Firpo could have easily got himself a yellow card then. To be fair, Firpo getting himself a yellow card and a ban is not the end of the world because you've got Schmidt that can come off the bench. You've got Schmidt that can come off the bench and play that position. But I think if the issue comes in if Rodon is the one that gets a suspension, because you haven't really got anyone that can. You've got DeBio, and that's about it, really. I think Cleverley's just got himself a yellow card. Not very clever of him. The linesman, the 4th official, has just given Tom Cleverley a talk to the hand because the face ain't listening. Like, full on. Tom Cleverley came over to go, come on, what was that about? And the linesman just went. Which I think sometimes is like, the referees are like kids. Like playground tactics. Tom Cleverley's like, can I just like ask what I got yellow card there for? And the linesman's like, it's like, come on, mate, who are you? Like, doesn't matter if it's football or not. It's just properly rude to do that to someone. Here's Joel Peru. Tries to lift a ball down the line there for Solomon, but it's picked off. Ball back here, though, now with Tanaka in the midfield. Here's Nonto with it. Nonto plays it down the line to Bogle and then cleared away by Larucci again. We may see a bit of either Byram or Schmidt at some point in this game just because of the suspensions and stuff, but the game is nowhere near as comfortable as it was. Here's Pascal Strauk. Now Tanaka. Yeah, they were sitting deep. We scored 2 goals. Then they went into a high press. Solomon's far too soft with these tackles. They come and try and take the ball off him, and he just kind of gives up and waves his arms around and goes, well, why haven't you blown the whistle there? But if the referee's not giving anything, you've got to get on with it. Yeah, so they went high press after we went 2-0 up, and they seemed to get some joy out of that, and now they've dropped back into a mid-block again. It's going to be a throw in here from Eberselli. Throws that one in. Headed away by Strauch. Flicked on one more by Aronson, who's trying to win the ball back off Ince. Aronson pressing all the way back to the defender there, and now running all the way back to try and block Daniel Bachmann's long ball forward. Now Firpo heads that one away. Probably should have just headed it back to Meslier, to be honest, and now they can come down the right hand side. Here's Eberselli. Trying to go past Firpo, and Firpo is going to get himself a yellow card now, and he's going to get himself... Why would you do that when you knew you were going to get banned? Yeah, they started the second half a lot better than we did, and it was like he didn't even try to try and tackle him then, was it? He just sort of went, oh, I'll take the yellow card, but doesn't that mean now he's banned? So I think that accumulation of yellow cards is stupid, really. Or it should be more than it is before you get a ban. Free kick about to come in the box. Sierralta getting annoyed with Pascal Strauch's pushing. Ball comes in from Ince. Meslier pushes that one away. I think he shot there, Ince, and Meslier had to push it away, but looked like it looked like it could have gone across the line a little bit like the Bachmann one, but Meslier had to just get something on it and get it away. Just don't think he's very comfortable in these situations, Meslier. Ball whipped into the box from the corner, headed away by Strauch there. And now Leeds might be able to break here. Here's Nonto trying to bring this one forward. And it's going to go out there for a oh, it's still in here. He's going to have to do something with it here, the defender. Oh, he just gets it straight past Nonto. Nobody's helping Nonto press. Therefore, Watford can just knock that one forward, but that's going to go all the way through to Meslier. Yeah, and I mean, Bielsa did it, didn't he? Subbing people on who'd already been subbed on, if that makes sense. Oh, sorry. Subbing someone off who'd already been subbed on. Here's Joel Peru, pokes it forward here to Aronson. Aronson down the line to Bogle now. Bogle tries to put it across the... Oh, Bogle's hit the post, and now Nonto. Peru! Oh, saved by Bachmann. How close was that? Bogle tried to cross it into the box. He actually hit the inside of the post. It bounced back out again, and then Leeds... Yeah, Bogle's cross, and then it bounced to Nonto, then to Peru, hit it straight at the goalkeeper. Oh my God, that was close. If you want that to drop to anyone inside the box, it's Joel Peru, isn't it, at that point? And he didn't manage to get it in. Porteous is the one coming on. I think he got a red card, didn't he, in the Euros? So Porteous comes on for Sierralta. I think it was meant to be a cross though from Bogle. I don't know why it ended up hitting the post and then bounced straight back to Nonto, who couldn't take the chance first time, managed to get it to Peru, and then just straight down the middle at the goalkeeper. That could have been 3-1. Really should have been. Long kick forward here from Bachmann, headed away now by Rodon. Tanaka tries to play a ball down the line towards Nonto, but Watford are going to go back to their goalkeeper again here with the ball. Peru closing down. Here's Pollock now. Now Porteous. Just come on here. Back to Porteous again. Into the midfield. Ebasele knocks that one down the line. Strouk trying to battle for it. He's wrestled to the ground there in the end, but Firpo does really well, but it's actually going to be a throw into Watford. Very unfortunate double deflection there. Here's Tanaka. Now Firpo. Great turn there by Tanaka. And a great sprayed ball out to the right-hand side here for Nonto up against Morris. Here's Nonto. Gets tackled, but it's going to be a Leeds throw-in. Bogle to come across and take it. Referee's going across to the other side. Not sure why. Oh, Ebasele is down. Well, maybe he got a bit of a taste of his own medicine. I shouldn't say that, actually, in case he's gone down off the ball here. I hope not. That's completely out of context if he has. If there's anything seriously wrong with him. I just mean because he kept trying to kick our players. Yeah, he went down off the ball there. Not sure why. Not sure what was wrong with him. That was weird. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I was making that point before about Bielsa did it, didn't he? Took somebody off who he'd brought on in like the 30th minute or whatever. He would take them off in like the 60th, 70th minute. I think Solomon needs to come off for James, to be honest, because I wouldn't be taking Nonto off because I think Nonto's been good. I don't think Firpo's been bad, to be honest. Bogle looking for a throw-in option here. Gets it back. Little flick there from Aronson. Just can't get around it in the end, Bogle. That must be so frustrating when somebody's shielding the ball like that defender was there and Bogle just couldn't get to it. Yeah, he needs triple A's, doesn't he, CB? Backman sending everybody forward here, so he's going to send this one long as a surprise. Now Barr out on the right-hand side. He's got Strouk isolated again, so let's hope he doesn't try and go past him. In the end, Solomon deals with it. Now Tanaka. Great feet and then punched in the face by Ince. Maybe I exaggerated slightly there, but he came across and pushed him. Yes, it was Phillips, yeah. I think he'd done it to multiple players, to be honest. Here's Firpo. Strouk. Now Aronson. Oh, sorry, that's Rothwell. He plays it back to Melier, who chips that one up towards the halfway line. Piru tries to bring it. Oh, he brings it down really well, actually. Here's Nonto now. Nonto's pass straight past Solomon out for a throw-in. Something needs to change. Something needs to change in this game. Different type of players, Isaac, aren't they, really? Like, it depends what you want from your midfielder. I think in a game like this, they've got a lot of physical midfielders in there, and sometimes Tanaka and Rothwell might be struggling to deal with them a little bit, whereas if you had Ampadu and Tanaka or Ampadu and Rothwell, you might get a little bit more of that kind of strength in there to deal with it. Harrington against 3 defenders in there trying to get the ball away. Here's Tanaka. Firpo. Into Solomon on the edge of the box. Solomon goes to shoot. His shot is blocked and it's going to bounce to Bachmann. It was so obvious that he was going to shoot that he was never going to be able to get his shot away there. As the ball comes into him, he's shaping up to shoot. He's shaping up to shoot. He's shaping up to shoot. He's trying to do it the whole time. Here's check for Tadze now. Back to Pollock. Plays the ball past Porteous out to Eberselli. Now back to Porteous again. Here's Pollock now. Now check for Tadze. Just tries to spread the play here to Ince. Coming down the right-hand side. He's got Eberselli with him. He tries to play it into him, but Tanaka comes across with a great challenge there. Now a long ball forward from Tanaka, trying to play it over the top for Piru to run in behind here. But Pollock just manages to poke that one back to Bachmann. Strauch heads that one forward. Tanaka turns his man. Does really well here. Tanaka gets the advantage after having his shirt pulled. Now Nonto. Nonto goes past. Now Piru inside the box. Piru tries to just shoot, man. Just shoot. Stop faking your shots. Just shoot. I think he had a perfectly good chance to shoot there. I think the Watford player got sent shops so bad there that he's actually injured. Yeah, really good turn there from Nonto. Goes through a couple of players. Just shoot there from Piru. I don't know why he doesn't. Oh no, I thought he got sent shops, but he didn't. So Dan James and Matteo Joseph are the ones to come on. Somebody said that before, so shout out to whoever that was. Eberselli's back down again now. Don't really know at the moment who he's going to come on for. It's a bit of a weird one, really. So it's James and Joseph coming on, but I'm not sure quite for who at the moment. Eberselli's still down in the box. Yeah, we fully let them come back into this game. So Watford are making a couple of subs as well here. I think Ken Sema. Eberselli is coming off. Andrews is coming on. And I think Sema is coming on. Not sure who's coming off for us yet. Why are all Watford's players just absolute units? Nonto's coming off for Dan James. I don't know. I think sometimes Farke's not got... How to politely put this? Sometimes Farke isn't brave enough to do the things that need to be done. And the thing that needs to be done is to take Solomon off and bring on Dan James. Because if you actually just look at it, the way that Bielsa looked at it as well, which obviously, yeah, well, whatever, harking back to Bielsa. But the way that he looked at it was, he was like, well, he doesn't really matter when he comes on or off. He got given 60 minutes in the game. That's a good run out for him. And so it's you should just be able... Oh, Dan James has nearly assisted Mateo Joseph instantly there. It's going to be a Leeds corner. It's having the bravery to take Solomon off, put Dan James on and keep Nonto on. Yeah, I am looking at the count. I'm waiting and seeing if it goes in first. Corner comes into the box. Headed away there. And it's going to be a... It's going to be a free kick to Watford in the box. Headed away by Rothwell, that clearance there from Watford. Rothwell trying to come across here, but now Ince has it. He's got Andrews going beyond him on the right-hand side. Now back to Porteous. Ball forward here, but now Solomon picks it up and gives it to Firpo, who knocks it back forwards again to Mateo Joseph. Now Joseph again. That's going to go out there, is it? Yeah, that's going to go out for a Leeds throw-in a little bit higher up. Intestinal fortitude. Firpo then with the throw in. Solomon back to Firpo. Firpo does a classic Ayling flop and Leeds get a free kick. Look, we are still in the lead at this point. Obviously, the fact that it's not a 2-goal lead means that we're not top of the league. But that doesn't really matter for now. 3 points is the main thing. Here's Firpo. Down the line here. Aronson. Back to Solomon again. Solomon, can he keep that one in? He tries to play it across the box. Backman can just come and pick that one up at his near post. This referee is one of those... he's got... what's it called? Main character syndrome. The referee thinks he's the main character in all this. You can just tell he's one of them. He loves the limelight. The Backman just put the ball down and went to take his goal kick, and the referee made him take it back and do it again, even though he's just doing the exact same thing. No, Rob, it's the bed. Great ball there from Dan James. Can Bogle cut this one back across? Goes across the whole face of the goal. And I think it might be a goal kick there. Bogle's cross not quite on point there. Let's have a look. Yeah, he just sliced it a little bit. Long ball forward here from Watford. Won by Tanaka. Chests it down to Firpo. Firpo, a little lofted ball to Solomon, who heads it back now to Tanaka. Ball pops out though, and Watford pick it up. Coming across to the left-hand side here. Dropped back off to the defence, and Dan James is going to press. Little ball around the corner from Watford, and Bogle can't quite come in and nick that one. Ball in front of Ince then. He's going to be able to get on it just inside the Leeds half now. Yeah, the cross just wasn't good enough. Otherwise, Mateo Joseph would have been there all day, wouldn't he? That would have been his exact type of cross. Here's Porteous now. Across to Pollock. Watching from Vietnam today. That's a lot offside there from Watford, and it's going to be a Leeds free kick. Rodon. Strauch. Strauch with a long ball forward here towards Mateo Joseph. Cleared away there by Pollock, who's... I don't know if he screamed at... Did he scream at Mateo Joseph there or at the crowd? I don't know. He's having a chat now with him. Here's Solomon. Now Firpo. Now Mateo Joseph. Little flick there. Solomon's in the box. He shoots straight at the goalkeeper. Backman down well to get that one. Just finished an 8-day adventure motorcycle tour of the Central Highlands. Well, that sounds good, Rob. Sounds better than what the rest of us have been doing. Now Backman tries to play it forward here, but only as far as Tanaka. Tanaka to Dan James on the right-hand side. Dan James chips it across the box, over the bar in the end. Bit of a miscommunication there, I think, between Joseph and Aronson, and the ball ends up going over the bar. Yeah, I think Aronson was waiting for that one, but either way, I think it was a little bit above them both. I think if it was Aronson, I don't think he's the best at headers anyway, so... Well, have you said that, Lockbones? Tanaka's been fouled there, and it's going to be a Leeds free kick. Yes, we do, Robert. We instated that during the stream. Here's Solomon now. Drops it off now to Rothwell. Tanaka. Firpo. Aronson. Tanaka here plays that one out to Rothwell. Rodon. Now forward to Bogle. Solomon had a shot from distance there. Just dragged it wide of the post. Backman always had it covered, I think. Howard Wilkinson used to say you get 10 corners, you score 1 goal. Well, I'm going to coin the fact you get 179 corners, you score 1 goal. That is ridiculous, isn't it? 179 corners, 1 goal. Mateo Joseph did really well to outstrength Porteous then. There was nothing in that. But I forgot the referee has main character syndrome. Tanaka tries to get that one back to his teammates, but away by Watford now. But Leeds do have the ball back. Here's Rothwell with a little chipped ball down the line towards Dan James. Dan James up against Morris. Dan James cutting inside here. Little outside of the football to Mateo Joseph, who heads it straight down into the keeper's gloves. Mateo Joseph should have bagged that. He really should have bagged that. That's a gilt-edged opportunity, but how good is that from Dan James? Cutting inside, little outside of the football, perfectly. Now Firpo, coming inside the box now. Firpo goes to shoot, and then it just pings around a couple of players and goes straight to the Watford goalkeeper. Yeah, he should have done so much better with that. I don't know if he knew how much time he had. Like, I think he could have chested that down, you know. I think he could have chested that onto his foot to volley it in. Just needed to put it anywhere other than straight at the goalkeeper. But Dan James is playing pretty well. Watford are bringing on 2 more subs. How many bloody subs do you get these days? He's tall. They both are, but one of them's taller than the other. Yeah, we do seem to be back on top a little bit, but that's when we'll get hit, isn't it? Hopefully not. It's Kayembe that's gone down here. Why are they time wasting so much in a game that they're losing currently? So it's Dumbia that's going to come on and somebody else. Yeah, it's 5. It's 5 now, but I think that's too much. You're allowing half the entire team to be replaced, which I think's like partially to do with why Leeds started to struggle under Bielsa, like in the end, because when you looked at the face of it, Leeds were a team who would be so fit that they would absolutely knacker out the opposition. But the opposition can afford to bring on half of their team can be replaced. So why is that fair? Like, if you're a really fit team, you should be able to knacker them out to the fact they can only bring on 3 subs. So most of their players are still out there who've been being tired out the whole time, whereas in this, they can just bring on subs whenever they like. It's going to be Porteous to take this throw in. And Kayembe, who was injured, is now coming over to the technical area to be allowed back on the pitch. Headed away by Firpo. Back in again by Kayembe. Headed away by Strauch. Now Aronson. Back to Firpo. Solomon. Ball bouncing around in there. Tanaka took a bit of a kick to the chest there, I think, and now Strauch clears it unorthodox with his right foot, and the ball's back with the Watford defence on the halfway line. I suppose he has really changed it, hasn't he? Maybe bring on... Maybe swap Bogle for Byram so he doesn't get a suspension. Doumbia and Vaya coming on, I think, for Bar. I've got to say, out of the Watford team, excuse me, the only player that really felt like he was quite a lot of a threat was Bar, who obviously scored the goal. So Sissoko's coming on. It's not Vaya, it's Vata. Sissoko's coming off. Vata is coming on. And also Doumbia came on as well. Strauch. Firpo. With his right foot clears it down the line. Away by Pollock. Headed away now by Strauch. Kayembe heads it down, and now Mateo Joseph picks it up. Firpo with a long ball forward here. Tries to get it over the top for Dan James, but can't quite do it. Now they come forward again here, Watford. Aronson tracking the whole time against Sema. Ooh, Bogle's completely missed his tackle there, and now Aronson's still been done, and then Sema's just absolutely whacked it to the edge of the box somehow. I don't really know what's going on here. Bogle went flying in for a tackle, and he completely missed everybody. Offside, Sema, and it's going to be a Leeds free kick. Very weird passage of play. Melier then to send this one forward. Sorry, I was just reading the chat then. I think he's petered out. IPW, you are my hero. Bogle is going to take this throw in. Ooh, bad challenge there from Porteous, I think it was. He's naughtiest, Porteous. He's always flying in for challenges. He's got himself sent off in the Euros. Now Melier, long ball forward. Ball from Mateo Joseph into Dan James. Dan James to shoot. Saved by Bachmann. Corner to Leeds. Better get ready for the top left thing. Change it to 9 corners. A long way off 179, but... yeah, I don't know whether he should have played it across the face of goal there, Dan James, but his shot was saved by Bachmann in the end. I mean, after Bachmann's early performance in this game, you would imagine that Leeds players would want to have a go. Ball into the box there. Ball bouncing around. Aronson is just... that's going right up in the air. And then it's going to be another corner to Leeds. So for now, we're going to change that to 9, but we're going to get ready for it to go to 10. Another corner kick then. We're in the 90th minute now. 8 minutes added on, by the way. I'm going to start that first half timer again to give you that 8 minutes. Ball into the box. Headed down, cleared. Now Aronson can play that one back to Bogle, who knocks it back forwards again. Going to bounce all the way through to Bachmann. Now here come Watford. Pollock. He's asking his players to go forward, but none of them are really seeming to want to at the moment. Long ball forward here from Watford, headed away by Firpo. Solomon goes to try and pick that one up, but Porteous sends it long. Aronson tries to play that one through to Mateo Joseph, but picked off again by the Watford centre-halves, and now Ince comes forward with it. I don't really get what a Spurs fan would have against Leeds, and also I don't really get what a Spurs fan would have against Leeds, and also why you in a Leeds Watford stream. Just very random, really, isn't it, to be honest? Especially because we've bought some of your players, we've got some on loan, you've bought some of our players, we've done a bit of business with you. I don't really see an issue. Strout gets injured there. Strout gets fouled there by Andrews, and it's going to be a free kick to Leeds in the kind of left back position. I think that Andrews should get a yellow card for that. He literally looked at the linesman and told him to F off. So pretty sure that's I'm pretty sure that is a a yellow card for dissent. Doesn't matter if it's to the referee, does it? It's going to be a Leeds throw-in, I think, out on the left-hand side, right in front of Cleverley's technical area. Are you supporting Watford just because they've got Sissoko in the midfield? I think if you're called Pete, you're too old to be trying to troll on a live stream of two championship clubs. I think that's just a rule, isn't it? Dan James just absolutely waxed that one over the bar. I don't know what he was thinking there. Yeah, it was a poor. Dan James just panicked then. He should have just passed it. Rodon. Rothwell goes for it. Rodon heads it again. Well done. Now Dan James sends that one forwards. Mateo Joseph has picked it up here out on the right-hand side. Leeds can try and potentially take it forward again here. Offside against Aronson. Best Leeds player tonight? I think Tanaka's been really, really good again. Sam Byram is getting warmed up, like I said. Don't know why Aronson was kept. Aronson hasn't been fantastic. Alex Hurst saying, this is either a child called Pete or a middle-aged man acting like a child. Either way, it's creepy. Melier just waits for that one to roll back to him and then picks it up. I don't really get it, Pete, because literally nobody, when you join the chat, people were just like, hi, welcome to a normal, friendly chat. Like, we're actually happy to have people from other clubs come in and just chat, ask about what's going on, etc. in the championship and all that sort of stuff, whatever. It's happened before and we've just humoured people and just talk to them normally. So don't really get why you're coming in to try and wind people up. I don't know, it's just like a very childish thing to do. Leeds are bringing on Byram now. Yeah, Solomon's coming off. Again, I think he has been poor tonight. He hasn't really done anything. Byram's coming on then. Really know where he's going to play. Unless we go 5 at the back. Yeah, Tanaka's been great. I think Tanaka's man of the match for me as well. It's a throw in here to Watford. I think Ramazani it'll be an impact injury. Thanks, Lockbones. Finding silver linings. Oh, Rothwell and Pollock are having a little go at each other. Strauch's down here, holding his ribs. Oh, I think he might have been winded there, Strauch. Obviously, it'll take as long as possible over this, but yeah, it's always awkward when you fall from that height and land on your side. It's a bit weird, isn't it? People who hate Leeds for, like, I get the history and stuff, but like random clubs like Spurs have no reason to really hate Leeds. There's no history between Spurs and Leeds really where you would say, there's a reason for the fans to hate each other. Melier just lets that one roll into his box and then picks it up. Melier sends that one long. The referee's probably going to let this one go on a little bit longer just because of the Strauch injury and some other things in this additional time period. Rodon clears that one up towards Mateo Joseph. Tell you what, this game could have been a lot more comfortable than it has been. He just booted the ball away, so surely that's a yellow card. Really get as a Watford player why you would kick the ball away when obviously you kind of need it to be able to score. So a lot of those smiley bucket hats going around. Thanks, Karen. Yeah, probably 2 to 3 minutes added on to the 8 minutes. There's already 1 minute added on. I would imagine we were going to play to 100 minutes here. It doesn't happen very often. There we go. Like Clive says, it all went a bit scrappy, but we did enough. We did enough in the end, and we've... We've won the game 2-1. 3 points back on the board. Really good to see, of course. Before we go, we're just going to have a quick little look at the league table, where that leaves us. Leeds United. So, after that goal in the 4th minute and the 7th minute, Leeds have managed to hang on all the way to the end there. Puts Leeds up into 2nd place on 22 points. But of course, everybody around us, from Blackburn in 6th all the way up to Sunderland in 1st, have all got to play. Tomorrow night. So we'll see where that leaves us come the weekend. At the weekend, we've got Saturday the 26th of October at 12:30, Bristol City away. So we'll be going live for that as well. Yeah, so... Oh, actually, I'm pretty sure this should say 10 now. Oh, not 1. No, not 19 either, 10. Yeah, 2nd place on goal difference. But yeah, Bristol City at the weekend, so we'll be live for that. And of course, I'm going to record a match reaction now as well to go out on the channel. So go ahead and hit that like button. Make sure you hit the big red subscribe button as well, and go ahead and check that video out when it comes out. Even if you've watched the game, so even if you don't watch it, it's good to just let it play all the way through, even if your phone's just on the side or something on silent. It's still a view for me. So if you want to do that, that would massively help me out, even if you obviously have watched it with me here. Thanks everybody for joining me. Thank you so much for the super chats and stuff that we had come through as well. We had that super chat from White Swan, which I really appreciate, and also the Justin Odell gifted membership as well. So thanks to you two for that as well. I really appreciate that. Thanks to all our regular Leeds Lately members as well for your contributions to the channel, and thanks to everybody else who's been in the chat tonight, apart from Pete. Thanks everybody for watching, and yes, I shall see you in the match reaction shortly.